Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Marvel Snapcast. We're your hosts, Ken, Loot Muncher, and Valentine. How you guys doing today?
We're good.
Doing great.
Awesome. Loot, welcome back. We missed you
Thank
last
you.
week.
Yeah.
Um, so, how you guys feeling about this awesome new meta that's been happening? I mean, this season has been tough for climbers, especially myself. I know Val's, he's special. He's a bit different. So
I
he
wrote
got the
lenses,
infinite.
baby. That was the only reason. Y'all stopped playing for 2 days, and
That's true. What about you, Loot? What's your climb looking like?
The club's not bad. I think I'm 79. I haven't had a lot of time. There was a short period of time where I did get a good burst in, but the meta hasn't been too crazy for me actually. Like it's been a nice mixture of things, and Galactus almost doesn't even seem that bad anymore. Like it's very easy to tell it's coming. Yeah, it's very easy to tell it's coming, and I can tell that too when I play it. People know it's coming for me too. So.
Yeah, completely different. It's been tough. I mean, I went from like 90 something to 81 at one point. Then I had to build a completely different deck. I was playing Surfer, figured why not play Negative Surfer, Sarah Surfer, and try to get, use a Surfer card.
negative's hard.
And they were beating me up with the leader and the leeches and the arrows. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna build a new deck, which consisted of She-Hulk, Shuri, Infinite. And that deck been helping me. I'm at 95 right now. So in case we get leeched, we dropped a nice big chunky Infinite after being shuried. So even if they lead it on turn 6, they get to 20 Infinite, not the 40 Infinite. So it's been working out a little bit. So I'm happy about that. But you guys seen the complaints. What do you guys think about this wonderful leader, leech, and arrow?
It's tech meta. It's nothing but tech. And
That's correct.
Honestly, I did Stone Donkey's new sealed draft
awesome.
mode today, and basically filled a deck with nothing but tech and Agatha. And I took a best of 5.
Oh wow!
That's kind of all you need.
That's correct.
Now
I totally agree. Totally agree with that.
Sad too. I think Mr. Metal put it really nice. Like, oh, everybody's getting these new cards, and we're all not letting them play them.
That is very true, because Surfer is a great card, as we spoke about in the last podcast.
As far as I can see.
And nobody wants to play Surfer right now. No one.
I'm playing Surfer. I'm playing Surfer. But see, but the tech has slipped in my deck too. I'm also running a Leech in my Surfer list. So it's actually been pretty nice. I've actually got the peak a few times and had a 3-mana Leech. So that was pretty good. I've
never liked peak as much as I do this last week and a half.
Oh yeah, for
great.
And that's definitely something I want to touch on a little bit more. Maybe we could dive on a little bit more. I have seen a lot of people talking about Arrow and Leader specifically being nerfed. And I personally think both of them are fine. I think if you wanted to, or if they felt like they needed to bring their power down, like 1 or 2 for both of them, I think that's the problem. I think they're effects they want in the game. They are very high skill level, and I understand this game has a lot, especially if they're new players or even been playing for a month or two, like trying to figure out all the lines of play. And does my opponent have leader or arrow, or what do I need to play around and when I need to play around it? But I mean, most cards you can play around. So I think they're actual effects of, because I've seen people, say leader should do the first card that they play, make a copy of the first card they play. See the same thing with arrow, that it should move the first card they play. But I just think that just kind of nullifies and, pretty much kills the card. I think Magic was the same way. I remember a long time Magic, people used to say Magic was the best card in the game. Luckily, they just nerfed her and you don't have to worry about it anymore. But I thought Magic was fine, and that eventually people would learn to play around it, or the meta would evolve, or we would get new cards and new locations that would make. Because I think that's what's very unique about this game, especially with new cards come out every week or so, and then just the locations, you're getting a new one every week. I think it makes the game evolve so much more.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I think a lot of the new players who are voicing that concern with the meta right now maybe haven't experienced the the wave that you need to ride in this meta. Between new cards, between new locations, something always shines from week to week and from season to season. And I think right now, because they are these maybe higher tier like series 3 cards that not everybody has yet, people might be a little more vocal about it than we are used to over the last few months of playing in beta. So I suck it up. Like learn to play around these cards. There are obvious ways to play around cards like leader. Arrow's a little harder.
Yeah.
But like there are ways to play around leader. And you won't always see it coming, but you do learn to recognize its existence a little bit more. I don't know. I think it's a lot of people also maybe not retreating when they should be.
Yes, and I think that's one thing too, is people not understanding that's a major part of this game, is knowing when to retreat, when you just got to get out, when it's not worth your time. I mean, I think all of their designs are very carefully dependent around that too. Locations, and because I know a lot of people had a problem with the location last week, but if you're running a deck that gets hosed by it, or you get hosed by it, like you can just leave.
Yeah.
Take a cube loss and just start another one. Like, it's fine.
But it's difficult. But it's difficult when somebody snap on you. You want to snap back.
It is. There's that like animal magnetism to.
You gotta fight that. You gotta fight that.
It's tough. But speaking about Arrow, that's why I brought her up here. She's a 5'8". Remember what she was prior, right? Yeah, you have the.
She's 5'6".
5'6".
Right. He has the amazing card. Right. Show them off. Show it off.
Oh, mine are on the way. Oh, I have 3 of these on the way.
Look at that. Amazing card. So you remember that. She was a 5'6". At that moment, nobody was winking an eye. It's okay. At 5'8",
it was just me.
Yeah. I don't think she needs to lose power. I think Arrow's totally fine at 5'8".
I don't think it's the 5'8" that people are seeing now. It's more and more and more people are getting access to her, and more people are playing her, and that's all it is. She was as good now as she was, or as good in the past as she is now. It's just not everyone was playing her, not everyone had her, but the more and more people we see, it's going to be the same thing. I mean, I think it was the same thing. Like I remember early on when people were just hitting pull 3 and stuff in the beta, like I didn't hear anything about Sarah till weeks. And that's one card that you would think would, but I mean, it's just like, what's other cards? Like, I remember Doom being a big deal. Like just a bunch of cards that just, as soon as people get their hands on it, they're big flashy cards, and people, flip out. Oh, that's crazy powerful, but everything adjusts.
I mean, we all remember the Nova issue in the past. So yes. I get it. But Leader, I think, deserves a nerf. I think Leader should go to probably 0 as power.
That's fine. I think if people are relying on his power, that's maybe a problem with the person playing it. Like there is a lot of that, like, oh, just play it into 2 lanes that you're already winning and you're golden. And it's like, maybe that is the problem there. And I don't disagree with that. I think that'd be fine.
Yeah.
That's not how Leader should be played anyways. It doesn't win games.
I agree. I think that's what it should be. If he goes to 0, I think that saves Leader at that moment. The same way negative went to -1, right? I mean, you're still playing negative. We're not going to
go to 1 actually, so he can't be flipped to a 0.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll play a 1/6 Leader also. It's a 0/6 or a 1/6.
Literally might be why he's not like that low of power.
I 100% definitely think it probably is.
That's a good point.
Could you imagine Leader as your finisher in your negative deck? Like,
that's not nice. You're absolutely right. We got to figure something out. I mean, Leader to me is not a problem. Like I said, you have to kind of play around him or know when he's going to be played. And again, that's why I said Shuri is my, try to stop this. So if we Shuri on 4 and we play our card on 6, they play Leader, at least we get the powered version versus, them copying the high version like mine. And then we have the other card that people are loving right now, which is I don't see it here, but either way, Null was released today. And I didn't get to see it yet. I have 8,400 tokens stored up, waiting to purchase Null. I hope he shows up in the store tonight. I know Val saw it today. How did it feel?
I mean, it looked cool.
It was 0 power the whole game.
Yeah, it was. I was playing against an Agatha bot. I know. I run into this guy all the time. The second he hits 50, or the second he hits infinite, and he finishes his season pass, he starts playing an Agatha Patriot bot every season. This is 3 seasons in a row now.
Wow.
And he keeps his MMR high enough doing that where I constantly see him, but I also see him in MMR hell when I run Agatha Lactus for 24 hours. So like there was no destruction in the deck whatsoever of mine or his. And I drew him on Fury. I got to see it, but I didn't even get to play it.
Oh man.
So I don't know. It looks cool.
Imagine him in a negative deck. 0-6.
I want to get him so bad. I want to get him so bad. I haven't seen anyone play with him. I've been looking at streams. I haven't seen anyone play with him or anything. The only thing I've seen is Default Dan posted that image in CubeRush. He had like a 56 power null. Like Galactus was in play, and then he had like a 56 power null beside it. I was just like, and the opponent retreated before he played the null, but you saw the null on his board. But
that's what I'm talking about.
But yeah, it was hilarious. I really can't wait till I get the card. I thought I had it locked down. My very last pull 5 card was Valkyrie, so I pinned her and waited until this card went live. Unlocked it. My next card was Super Scroll, and I was like, "What?
Oh no!" Well, that means you should be next, right? Your next one now.
Well, I've seen Super Scroll. Like I've seen all of them.
Yeah,
I sell for Valkyrie, and then as soon as I saw Valkyrie, it was my last one I seen, so I pinned her. So I was like, my next one should be null, but
supposed to work.
I don't think it didn't work for me unless I missed something.
It was either Steven or Ben claimed that should work that way.
It did not work.
You know what? Me. Was it Willow that told us, or might have been just me? It was never QA tested.
So
it was assumed that should work, but it was never QA tested. Did Willow say that last week? I thought.
Maybe
like I said, I've been keeping track of it ever since the pools became 4 and 5 came into thing. I kept track of every 5, and the Valkyrie was my last one because I got Galactus, bought him, and then my last card that I've needed to see was Valkyrie. I saw her and I pinned her. And I've had her pinned for a couple of days. Man. And I unpinned her today, and I got a pull 5 Series 5 card. I saw Super Scroll again.
Oh, man.
That's painful. It's because especially if you don't get it within the week. If you're not able to pin it within that first week, and now there's another card in that mix too.
In that shuffle.
Well, I have the credits. I've been prepared. I'm ready to go. As soon as it's there, I can buy it.
How many tokens you got?
Like 7,000.
Yeah. Yeah. I know. I can't wait. I'm just so eagerly waiting. I did not buy. I could have got Thanos. Didn't get it. I could have got Valkyrie. It's like nope. And I could have got Bast. And I said nope. That's the last card I saw. I did pin it, unpinned it today, and I got a Tuma right now. So I don't know if I'm going to see null, but we'll see.
I saw my last 2 5s over the weekend, and I had kept Shuri pinned. So theoretically, my next 5 should be null.
Well, yeah, definitely let me know if that works, because it didn't work for me. So.
Me neither. So
I guess it worked for Kawa, right? Because Kawa got null right away.
He did. Yes.
I don't think he had the plan. I think he just pure luck.
Well, he didn't.
I don't think he had anything pinned, like he was waiting on anything or anything like that. I think he just got lucky.
Bastard. You listeners out there, if you got null, let us know. Let us know how you guys feel.
Yeah.
And how you guys get them. Because clearly me and Luke don't have that luck. So and we have the tokens, right? The people who have the tokens can't get null. Those who don't have tokens will get null. Like Val, I'm sure you'll get null tonight. I'm sure we'll torture you tonight.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
There was a Willow post this morning on Twitter that was it Willow? Yeah, no, it wasn't Willow. It was Rectonic saying happy no one has credits for Null Day. And then Willow posted he had like 75 100, and he's like, what do you mean? And then I was like, same, and I posted mine. I was like, I'm ready to go.
Well, you probably didn't spend any of yours except for Absorbing Man, right?
I bought Absorbing Man, She-Hulk, and Luke Cage.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah, I got Galactus, Absorbing Man.
Oh, and Galactus.
Yeah, She-Hulk, and Luke Cage. Those are the 4 I purchased too.
I only bought Galactus and Thanos, and Coulson. But, such a mistake.
Oh man. No, it's not a mistake.
So,
listen, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is a very good show.
Amazing show. Amazing show.
Look, I think Coulson can be good. Just got to figure out the right shell for him.
Put him in a surfer deck. Deck.
Well, another thing, I've said this multiple times about multiple cards, but as more cards come out, it's only going to get better. There's only going to be better 4s and 5s that you can pull. Yep. So
true.
Speaking of 4, so another thing I wanted to bring up, if you don't mind me, Ken, taking over the hosting duties a little bit. What do y'all think about the 2 cards we're getting next week? Both 4 drops.
The Dark
with Sentry and Dark Hulk.
There's 2 next week. I forgot about it. They have to skip the Christmas week.
Let me pull it up right now. But yeah, Sentry. Well, Val, you got it. You go first. Yeah, I'll let you go
pass
first.
On Sentry.
Me too.
Darkhawk sounds cool.
Yes, he does.
I'm into that. I don't want to pay for him, but I'll take him in the CL.
Yeah, I hope to get him. I don't know. I don't want to pay the 6,000 tokens for him, but I definitely want him. I've been theory crafting a deck with Zabu. I think I shared it with you, Val, in your chat like a month ago.
Zabu about to make Crystal so good.
But
Crystal's already good. Best card in the game.
So my idea is Zabu with Darkhawk, with Wong, with Rock Slide, like Moon Girl is another good one for that deck. Because if you're thinking about it, you play Zabu on 3, and then you're going to play 2 4s and then 3 4, or 2 4s, then 2 4s, and then 3 4s on 6. But if you're running a deck that's a lot of 4 drops, and you have to wait till turn 3 to get there, then you're going to run out of cards in your hand. So Moon Girl allows you to make copies to keep the train going of 4 drops coming out. And then just like Darkhawk with Wong, and I even think Sentry could possibly be good, because in something like that, you could possibly fill up that right lane before the reveal effect goes off.
I didn't actually think about that. Yeah,
because you can fill it up before, and if all your cards cost 2 because they're all 4s and you have Zabu out, I think there's just a lot of fun things you can really do. Darkhawk, I think, is super cool because it lets, I think Rock Slide actually being playable, if it is, will be super awesome. So,
yeah, I totally agree. I definitely want to get this card and play with Rock Slide and also with Black Widow and a bunch of other cards. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be fun, I think, to stop your opponent from even drawing cards, as well as stacking their deck with a bunch of garbage. Darkhawk will be an amazing card, and he is a 4 cost. So yeah, even if you stack him up, get him ready on that last turn 6, it's going to be crazy. Or play him on 5, nice and chunky, and then do a Taskmaster or something. I think it's going to be great. I definitely can't wait to play with Darkhawk.
On average, he's a 4/7. On average, your opponent is going to have 3 cards left. So he's a 4/7. That's already phenomenal. And anything you can add on with it, with Vibranium Mines or any of the rock locations or a Korg or anything, even slowing down the draw turn with Black Widow. So they're going to have 4 cards in the deck instead. It's now a 4/9. So I think it's going to be a really fun card. I mean, obviously Zabu is going to help all 4 drops, but I think Darkhawk could actually be good in something like that. I was just noticed it one day when I was looking. I was like, well, Darkhawk, Wong, Rock Slide, they're all 4s. So that's a Zabu deck, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just happy that these cards are coming out, that we're getting so many new cards every week. I think this is phenomenal. And I hope it helps people enjoy the game even more now, because I know people are getting upset based on what's currently happening. But with these new cards now, you have, it's endless at this point, because even if they try to leader this card, it all depends on what you have in your deck versus what they have on their deck, and as well as everything else that's happening right now, the arrows and the leeches. I think new cards bringing it to the, bringing it to your deck, switching it up with other things will help out, and I think people will stop being frustrated, and like Val said, they'll suck it up.
Yeah, I think a big thing too is the new locations. Just getting more and more new locations every week really changes stuff, because I've said it before, like Fist Tower was a straight buff to like cards like Arrow and Polaris and stuff that move stuff with it. So I think as we see more locations, our other cards will be, slightly buffed or whatever. Because I mean, that's another thing we're thinking about how good Darkhawk is going to be or not, is think how many games where you get the location that gives you rocks. I get it all the time.
Oh yes.
So
yeah. Are we going to complain now and so we want only 3 rocks? Or are we going to get that wish after Darkheart comes out? Because that's 5 rocks in the deck already. That's a problem.
Yeah, I mean, that's 10 power for Darkheart.
So
we'll see.
Might get that change.
But yeah, what gets nerfed first, Subterranea or Darkhawk?
Good point.
Yeah, I mean, I'm personally fine with.
Don't say Subterranean.
No. That's the one. That's the one I would want changed.
Okay,
I'm fine with Doc Ock. Like, that's another card I think you just play around, figure out. Like, I mean, if I go Ken and just play a bunch of Infinauts and stuff in my hand, go ahead and Doc Ock me. Like,
exactly. That'd be fun. Oh man. Speaking of which, do we guys have any news on the battle mode?
I haven't heard anything. I'm got my ears close to that one, but
last heard was probably next year. I don't think it's hitting this year, but
so early next year, right?
I think it's been pretty much confirmed that it's not this year. I forget where I saw it, but I feel like I saw it somewhere of them shooting for the beginning of next
year. The original plan I think was December, but just not gonna happen, which is fine. Get it right.
Yeah, absolutely. I would much rather the mode come out nice and smooth and clean. Don't need bugs or anything.
So, Luke, what do you feel about it? I did ask Val this last week. What do you feel about it? Do you think Snap will get toxic once the battle mode comes out?
I don't think so. I mean, it's definitely possible, but from what I've heard or seen or thought about battle mode, is it's like a optional thing. Like, you're gonna have to get a code from a friend to do it. You're not like just queuing up into random people or anything. For you to actually do it, you're gonna have to like know the person you're playing. So I don't think that's going to be toxic. Now, if you turn it into a tournament format, I think there could be problems. It's stuff that I've said before, but someone could really make something last a long time if they just retreat 10 times, retreat as much as they need. If they play that kind of deck that, maybe like a Galactus deck or whatever, so they just keep retreating until they have Galactus, and then they snap on you, and it's like, do you want to retreat? And then, like, to me, you're just playing mind games, then you're not even playing Snap. You're just like, I got the perfect hand, so I'm going to snap. And the opponent's like, well, I don't, so I'll leave. And then you queue up again and like, well, I got the perfect hand, I'll snap. And that person's like, well, I'll leave. And then you're just like, what are you doing?
Boy, oh boy. It's going to be interesting. I can't wait to see how it comes out. CubeRush, what do you think? Are you going to be excited to implement
Yes, I'm very excited, and definitely want to do stuff with streamers and stuff, but I'm sure I've talked about it before. I don't know if I've ever talked about it here, but my plan is definitely to open up to community tournaments. That's stuff that I've done before with other games, so I think that would be really fun. That's what I would want to watch. If there's any kind of tournament scene, I want to watch a 64-man bracket, or my idea I had on Twitter, I want to see people play for a couple hours, kind of like CubeRush style, and then like cut half the players and then play for another set amount of time, and then cut more players till you're down to kind of like a finals thing. I think that would be really cool too. But I mean, I think anyone can be toxic about just about anything these days. But we'll see with battle mode. Like I said, as far as I know, you're going to be playing with people you know. So that in itself shouldn't be too toxic. But I'm a little bit worried about the format. I can't wait till we get more details.
All right, that's fair. And Val, you still stand by your word? It's not going to be toxic at all? We're all going to be happy and fun?
We'll see. We'll see. The whole like private room kind of aspect has me hopeful. I don't know how often, like, I don't think I'm just going to like play against randos in battle mode that often.
Yeah.
I think I would much rather like hop into a Discord and be like, yo, who wants to battle? Yeah. And do something like that, hop into a streamer stream, queue up that way. I don't think I'd just play random people in battle mode. That's what ranked and unranked is for. Mm-hmm. I don't like when I face the same person 3 times in a row. I don't want to queue into a mode to do that with a random person who might just, I don't know, emote spam me the entire freaking time and drive me wild, or turn one snap me every game. I want to be able to talk smack and be talked smack on immediately following the game. I want a little bit more like community, interaction between each other for battle mode. And I think just opening up 3-round random games is not ideal for me. But I'm super excited for battle mode. I'm going to be playing it every damn stream.
Yeah, for sure. Well, it's a great streamer's tool to be able to play with chat and stuff. So like, I think that would be super fun to do. But yeah, I mean, we'll see. I mean, they said that we were supposed to be getting a new roadmap in December. I'm still hoping. I know that some people in Second Dinner has already took on their winter break. So we'll see how much more info and
that video's done.
Rest of this year.
That video's done or being edited now.
Yeah. Well, that's fantastic news. Ben,
I would assume.
Press the button. Ben, press the button. Send it out.
I would also assume that button gets pushed next week. Since they're pushing out 2 cards next week. Heroes, man, I play too many video games. That like you also push the button on the video next week. You get everything out the door so that all of your staff has nothing to worry about. Definitely nothing going to be wrong and on fire on that last week when everybody's out off. No chance.
Totally agree. So I can't wait to see that video. I can't wait to see the new roadmap. Anything else you guys are excited to see in this roadmap besides battle mode, besides the new cards? Anything we haven't thought about, no one has thought about, are you guys excited to even see?
Well, I'm excited because, I mean, they've been talking about it a while, is the revamped booster system. They've talked about that a few different times. They've talked about the thing with boosters at the end of the game, because I know some people have had a problem with the new cards. I've seen like Safety Blade and maybe Krakenola, a few people on Twitter talking about, I've played 500 games with Galactus and I have 100 boosters for it or whatever. And I remember a while back they were talking about making a feature where like you could like something with like it's your most played cards or your most or something you can select where you're more likely to get those boosters or something. But I also know they're working on like a revamp for like you don't have 800 boosters for a card you never plan on upgrading, that you'll be able to kind of use them as like a universal currency. So that would be nice. Well, I mean, they haven't shared plans with that. That's just kind of what we've seen talked about on Discord. So I want to see what the plan is with that. I'm excited about that. I haven't heard a lot of people talk about it recently.
That would be amazing. I don't think it's going to be done for at least another season or 2, but I would love to know what the plan is for sure.
Mm-hmm. And just know that it's still coming, still being worked on. Because, I mean, I'm assuming
the smallest inkling of what you are thinking with that, engage community interest even.
Yeah, because I'm assuming the way that the last roadmap work is like whatever's on that first thing, like we're going to see it in the next patch or 2 after they release it. So that's January, early February, we're going to see it.
Right.
So, I mean, even if it's in the later half, I mean, they've really done a good job of knocking out stuff on that list. So I'll just be excited to see what else we got to look forward to. And personally, like you said, Ken, people that stuff that people haven't thought about yet, I'm hoping to be surprised. I hope there's a few things on there you just like didn't know was coming at all. You can get excited about.
I totally agree. I mean, I would like to see. I would also like to see something like what Val did, right? Some type of story mode in the sense of teaching us about the characters, because I know some of us or some people who play the game don't know too much about the Marvel lore, and it'll be awesome if there's some type of story mode that does that.
Yeah, personally, I would love more info on the PC version, and just tell me, just give me the slightest inkling that you're working on a streamer mode of some sort. Like, give me a randomized name, give me anything, give me something streamer mode focused to just, stream snipers aren't the worst. They're not that prevalent, but every so often you very much know that that's what you're dealing with. I think most streamers can recognize it, and just, like the smallest thing, like just show your opponent a randomized name. So let me be a bot name. That'd be perfect. I'd be down with that.
And maybe they'll put that on the end of the third one of the like they're in development still. They haven't started working on it yet, and they're still looking for feedback. Maybe they'll put it there and can get feedback of what people would want to see for stuff like that.
Agreed.
But you can. What are you looking for?
Yeah, like I said, more like a story mode type. That'd be great. Oh, yeah. That'd be awesome. Also, ability, like you said, change your name a little bit, so people can't tell who you are when you're streaming. I've tried that. Like I said, my name is Ken in the game. That doesn't help. So it is what it is.
Match history, please.
Oh yeah, match history would be great.
Just put it in. You click the name and it's right there. I don't care if I can see the cards. Just give me match history for the love of God.
Yeah, somewhat like how Snap Fan is right now. Stop that fan, which is pretty cool.
Yeah,
if they put that in the game, that'd be great.
Let me click on Thanos and see which stones I've played after destroying half of them.
Yeah, I still want to kind of see to the end, right? I mean, sometimes we stay in the game because we want to see what happens. If we retreat, I would like to see that played out a little bit, just to see
retreat. But retreat later is retreat, but play it out maybe.
Yeah, correct, right. So you don't lose your cubes, but at least you see, what happens. I think that'd be a cool concept.
Maybe, yeah. What if you had to spend another currency? Spend 5 credits
to see it played out.
Retreat, but see what happens.
That's a good one. Oh, also, we need to find another way to get tokens, right?
Never gonna happen, my friend.
We need another way to find tokens.
Never gonna happen. They're gonna stay as far away from putting a monetary value on that as possible.
No, not purchase. Not purchase.
Oh, okay. Just a different acquisition.
Yeah, like we said, like missions or something else.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, no way.
Or
no way
they're not in the season pass caches, right?
They are.
Oh, they are?
Oh, season pass. No.
Yeah. So maybe add them there. Yeah, just a way to.
No, because people could purchase up to 50. So no.
No. I'm talking about the random ones you get after 50.
Oh yes.
Yeah, like you put it as a small chance to get some in that.
I'm done.
Question for y'all. You guys feel like we're getting too many things that can end up in caches?
100%. I'm tired of boosters. I'm tired of credits. I'm tired of gold.
There's 7, maybe even more different things that you could potentially get when you're full Series 3 out of a collector's reserve.
Credits, gold,
variant, title, avatar, 400 tokens. Well, okay, let me break it down this way.
Yeah.
50 credits, 100 credits, 200 credits, 300 credits, 400 credits, a myriad of golds, like 2 different tokens, variants. Like there's 2. I feel like the percentage is too small for everything except tokens. So like, yes, I really want tokens, but you have lessened the excitement of opening a collector's reserve tenfold. And it's not even about cards. Like variants and titles and avatars were fun. Getting 100 credits was awesome. Now it's just, all right, yeah, just give me the tokens. Just give me the tokens.
Yeah, I totally agree with that.
Just
And
fine, but
I feel like I'm lucky. I feel like I either get credits or tokens. So I'm kind of fine with that. But I actually got a new avatar today for probably the first time in a week. And I got Kingpin.
So many avatars now. Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't want any more avatars. I don't want any more titles.
I have over
Keep the
100
titles. Keep the avatars. Just give me the. I don't want any gold either.
What if you could walk out, like, okay, pick 5 things that you want in your boxes. Something like that. Like, okay, I'd love to see variants and titles. And then, of course, you get gold, credits, and tokens mixed in there. Something like that would be pretty cool. But
all right, so here's an idea. You're turning all the boosters into like one universal thing. So you can use boosters to upgrade all of them. You want people like me, I have 1,700 wave boosters. So if that all becomes one currency or whatever, I'm gonna have a stockpile of this currency, and you don't want people stockpiling currency in the game. So take Val's idea, and you can spend 200 universal boosters to add like a percent of like, I want to see tokens and variants more. So for my next like 5 pulls, I've spent this amount of boosters, and now I have a higher chance of doing it. So
only problem with that is Agatha needs to be banned from that, or stop giving Agatha all of the boosters.
All the boosters, yeah, she needs to.
Well, that's why I think they're going to change it.
Crack down on Agatha bots, for the love of God.
Yes, botting and Agatha bot, they definitely is a different problem they need to. But from what I assume, that they're going to change all the boosters into one token, like it's just boosters now. It's not individual boosters. But we'll see, because they also did a lot of work recently with giving each booster their own visual flair. So if you just turn that into one thing, you've just wasted all that work.
You say they, you mean Ben.
Ben, yes. Ben wasted all that time picking out colors for 170 characters.
The colors he picked. Jesus.
Well, because some of them is like light blue, a lighter blue.
Right, than the other ones.
True.
I mean, the booster colors are cool, I guess. I mean, I think I'm done with booster. What am I saying? Forget what I'm saying.
I think if I had to pick, if keep the colored boosters or have boosters all count towards each other, I think I'd rather have that.
Yeah, have them grouped up. I'm totally with you on that. Totally agree.
Because I really like Wave. I have 1,700 because I play her so much, but I don't have a variant I like. I'm not going to keep splitting her until I get a variant I like.
I got like 1,200 Yondu boosters at this point, and like I don't have a Yondu variant. I just realized the other day, I was like, oh, Yondu's still at rare.
Yeah,
I should probably do something about that crap.
Yeah.
That's true. I mean, I do have a ton of variants and a ton of boosters, and I've used them. I still got more boosters, so clearly boosters we should not be trying to stockpile. But yeah, tokens, I don't know how we can get more. It'd be great if we could. And credits, we get credits the way we do. And I'm just excited more so about these new what do they call again? Come on, guys. We just got Rogue and Gambit.
Variants? Bundles?
No. Bundles. Yes. Sorry.
Bundles. Yes. Well, there's more coming. Lots more.
Did you see the list? You saw the images?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness! Which one are you guys more excited to get?
Well, now that we know that the Spider-Man one's not like $70 or something ridiculous, somebody finally got key art for that, and it's a $20 bundle. Good.
Yes.
But that's Sailor Moon Sarah.
Yes,
sir. I will
spend $50 on that, you assholes.
Yeah,
I will too.
You know I'm gonna spend that money. Damn it.
Mm-hmm.
The question behind that is that I got asked too, and I'm not sure. If you don't have Sarah and you buy that, do you get Sarah?
Yes. You don't get the base card, but you can use that variant. So
and you will
buy your way into pool 3.
Yes. If you didn't have Sarah, you'd get her, and you can use her, the variant art, and then but you'll still get the base version. Like if you're still going through pool 3, you'll eventually just pull the base Sarah. Yeah.
That makes sense. That's awesome. Because that was the question that people asked, and I'm happy to hear that they can at least get to Sarah, even if they're not in pool 3. What about the other ones? I want the Sunspot. The Sunspot one I want so bad.
Sunspot's great, and that one has tokens. Sweet tokens. That's what, 3,000 tokens?
Yeah,
2,000
tokens.
And that's a 6,000 gold bundle, I believe. So that'll be.
That's correct. I have the picture saved on my phone somewhere.
Yeah, I have it saved right here. It is a 8,000 credits, 2,000 tokens, 100 boosters, tacos after this title. Yeah, 6,000 gold.
Okay.
God, that's gonna be.
Oh man, it's gonna be so awesome. And these bundles are gonna come up all the way up into February, or when's that Sailor Moon bundle?
The Starlit Connection is December 31st through January 7th. January 7th is the latest bundle we have info on.
Wow, so this is like next week. The week's coming up.
Yeah, I think when these two bundles end right now, 2 more come in, and then we're going to lose one, and we're going to get Starlit.
And I'm assuming going forward, we're just going to get more and more of them.
More ways to take my money. I get it.
Okay, so guessing game. We know that we're getting Zabu next month. What are the other cards coming to, like Null and Darkhawk and Sentry? What are the other cards? I'm assuming that it's going to be 3 cards a month, with one of the weeks being the Battle Pass card.
Yeah.
So just the theme, because we know that it's like a Savage Land theme. So it's obviously the pterodactyl guy. I don't remember his name.
Sauron.
Yeah, he's definitely got to be one, right? Yeah. And then the I can't remember her name either, but she's the 4/2 that makes a 1-drop in all other lanes when she comes into play. She was recently, her effect was changed too. It's like Shani, something like that. I can pull it up. Let me see.
Not familiar. I guess I got some videos to make. Jesus. No idea who that is.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are assuming that it's a some kind of card, something to do with Khazar, the way she looks. She looks like she's.
Yeah, what's the name? We could pull it up on the screen.
Yeah, it's SHANNA.
SHANNA.
Yep, there she is.
Oh wow. Okay.
1 cost card to each location.
Each location.
Oh, interesting.
Intriguing. And she's a 4/2. All right. This is gonna be. I didn't even know this card existed. Well,
yeah, I haven't seen this either.
I like this variant. It's cool.
So now that's the other thing, though. What's the third card?
Well, variant is definitely Savage Land Rogue. We're definitely seeing that.
Oh yes. I'm talking about the new cards coming out in the token shape.
The Zoran. What is it? Z-O. Oh, Z. How do you spell Zoran? Let's see.
Oh, you talk about it's SAURON.
S-A. Oh, Sauron.
Yes.
So he says Zoran. S-A.
U-R-O-N. Yep.
Unavailabilities from all glowing cards in your hand and deck. Excuse me. Oh, we got another leech on our hands here, guys.
Well, it's your deck, but it's very good
backwards.
with Top Fortenberry and Red Skull.
The Red Skull.
You know, I bet you we see Snowguard. Just keeping with the animal theme. Snowguard is, if you haven't played this, by turn 3, transform into a random spirit animal. And the spirit animals are a bear, a falcon, and I don't think the third one is visible anymore, but I feel like it was at one point. Those are 5/3, 3/4, and 4/8, each with their own abilities. There's on reveal, give your other cards +1 power. The falcon is you can move this each turn, and then the unlabeled one is -2 power for each other card you have here.
Oh wow,
it's a 4/8. Yeah,
this would be cool.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that when I was looking at the other cards. Was like trying to see what would fit the theme, and I guess that would totally make sense. I'm not familiar with Snowguard, the character, so I'm not sure.
I'm not either. I just don't see anything else that screams Savage Land to me. Like all of these cards say Power Cosmic in my mind.
Right.
Yes, no, absolutely not. That's very themed with that, and that's why I'm kind of thinking the same thing with Zabu. Like, I think that's definitely what we're getting. Now, one step farther, hard mode, February. I think everyone guessed for season pass card is King.
Yeah,
I think,
based on
I think I think that's everyone's guess. I know that they haven't always done that, but they did do it with the Thor movie, and this is an Ant-Man movie, not necessarily a show, so maybe they'll focus it more towards the movies. Also the same with Black Panther. And so with that, with following that theme, I think Stature, Ghost, brand new cards, and then MODOK is the third one. I'm assuming because he's going to be in the movie.
Yep.
So I think that makes sense.
That makes perfect sense. Man, are we going to have to wait for Into the Spider-Verse for Ben, Silk, and
your favorite
Ghost Spider? Are they going to do that to us?
I hope not.
I mean, with it being so far out, they definitely could give it to us early, but we'll see. I hope we don't have to wait that long.
Oh, man.
Oh, this is a great leader combo breaker right here. Look at your opponent's. Look what your opponent did, and then restart the turn. Amazing.
I think Kang is one of the most confusing cards for me. Ever since I've seen his ability, I don't know if he's going to be good or bad. A 0/5, a Mr. Negative Kang seems good.
Yeah.
That sounds like so much fun. Holy crap. I was recently thinking, like, just, as one is to do in the shower, washing up, just thinking, man, what would this card be? What would that card be? And I was trying to think of, like, who would you have to just start the game over? Like, just completely restart give us Miss Minutes. Miss Minutes is like 6 cost. You have to play her on an empty lane and you start the game over. But now you both know each other's decks.
Each other's hands. That'd be awesome.
Like, Kane is basically that in a turn. I love it.
I like making custom cards. I've posted some of them on Twitter from time to time.
Yes.
And a card that I recently made one for was what's his name? God, the Richards kid. The what is his name?
Crap. I just read Fantastic Four. God.
Yeah. I know it's Richards. I don't remember his first
name.
Richards kid,
Val,
there you go.
whatever her name is. It's the other one. It's not Ben. It's
well, Mr. Fantastic and Invisible Woman's kid.
Yeah, they're kid.
Right.
Yes. He in the comic has like create a universe power or whatever.
Closet.
I think he could totally be a card that could do that. I think that'd be super cool. A card that did restart the game would be kind of cool, or like even make it something where it was like kind of like TVA, where you play the game out and then when you play it, it restarts the whole game, but then it only goes 4 turns, so you're not playing like another full game, and you know from the beginning that you have limited time.
I want a full game, same deck, same hand. You can play differently now. That's what I want. Play it differently now. That'd be awesome.
God, that'd be the biggest mind. Yeah, that's the card I would want nerf. That's like I can't be thinking about all these plays again and the interactions. And I've already tried to play around Arrow and Leader once. You telling me I got to do it again?
Yes. Yes, you do. You want those cubes? You better do it. What card doubles your victory of cubes?
Mephisto.
Yeah, Mephisto. Yes.
So.
Oh, we're gonna see him show up when Ironheart comes out, huh?
That's what. Yes, there we go. I'm about to say, when are we gonna see him? That's gonna be awesome, guys. That's gonna be great.
What a cast.
No way that card has the same effect. No way.
Okay. Loot
or stats.
Here's the thing. Null versus Mephisto. What do you? A month ago, you put those 2 cards up. You say one is coming out as is, one is not.
Oh, no, definitely being printed as is, and Mephisto not being printed.
Really? I would have said the total opposite.
I would have said no wasn't coming out for sure.
There is
you're not making your opponent lose twice as many. You're just gaining twice as many.
Exactly. But it's just, God, it's just the fact, I don't know. I just don't like it. It scares me. I don't know. I think
not
Null.
a gambling man.
I think Null is going to be a very good and very strong card. I don't know how strong we need to play with it, but just in general, Mr. Negative, you're just doubling your cubes. Like, I don't know. Like,
why not?
Something about that just doesn't seem as fun as Null, I guess. Null, I just want to see big numbers.
Will you lose the same the double amount? You will lose.
It doesn't say no.
So you're taking the gamble.
You can't do that and not double the loss. You have to double the loss.
Right.
You have to have stakes with this card. Otherwise, it really
then it's broken.
Then it's
broken. Yeah, agreed. So yeah, who's gonna play with Mephisto? Not a lot of people. Oh no, sorry, I'm wrong. Everybody who's infinite will play with Mephisto. Everybody trying to get there.
Day one, I will climb with Mephisto. After falling 40 ranks, I will climb back.
Back up.
Oh my gosh, this is gonna be so much fun. So Ironheart TV series. This is when we see this card. Okay, all right. I mean, I agree with you on that. Listen again, guys. This game is just getting better and better. I don't see it slowing down. I know a lot of people are frustrated, like I said right now, about what's going on with Leader and everything else, but you guys weren't here in the beta, okay? There's a lot of other crazy things that were happening, and we got through it. So
back in my day.
Yes, exactly. Which was 9 months ago. Val opened my eyes to that last week, and I was like, oh shit, 9 months. I swear it was less than that, but wow, it was not May. In May. That's crazy. I can't believe it.
Too long.
Wait, May? That's 6 months.
Is it?
Like 7 months. We're in December now.
Keep going. June, July, August, September, October.
No,
November,
the 5th
seven.
month
Yeah,
and the 12th month.
Yeah, 7. Yeah, 7. Okay. All right. Yes.
I just didn't know what month we were in for a second. That was my problem.
Okay.
I thought we were still in November.
Yeah. Not 9 months, 7 months. Fair enough. Okay. Wow. Where did I get 9 months from? See?
Y'all watched my stream. I can't count.
7 months ago. Wow.
I didn't do the math. I just sent it, you know?
Yeah,
that still seems like a long, long time ago.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. And I'm happy. I hope it doesn't slow down. I hope we continue. But anything else you guys want to talk about before
I think I'm good.
All right.
We got our predictions in.
Yes, let's see if we get this right. I think we've done good
Probably
so
not.
far. Listen, we called Angela going to zero power.
I mean, that had to happen.
Yeah, put that.
Look, I called pull 5 being pull 5. So
yeah, did anybody get baited with the tweet last week where Silver Surfer was a 4-0?
Oh yeah, everybody did.
Yeah. Well, that's the images running around on the internet. It's been like that for like a month. We've seen him as a 2-0, a 3-0, and a 4-0. So it's like.
Right.
I was half asleep when I saw that tweet, and I was just like, "Why already?"
Yeah,
but then that doesn't make sense with this. I'm confused.
No, he doesn't need to be nerfed. I think he's fine.
No, he's fine.
But we are going to see Leader get nerfed, I think, to a 0 or, like you said, a 1 power. You don't think it's going to happen with Leader?
Not anytime soon.
Really? Okay.
No. I could see. I'd be fine with it. I just don't think it's going to happen.
I think they're gonna nudge it down more. I don't think you'd immediately see it as a 0 or a 1. I think maybe we could get there one day. But I think it'll be a 3 before it be anything else.
Okay, make him a 7-4. With no way to get that cost down. You got to work. You got to earn that Leader.
You got to play a magic. You got to get a magic out.
Yeah, you got to have magic or Electro or turn 6.
Plenty of ways to get him. Figure it out.
What if you make Arrow a 4 cost?
I mean, I'm gonna play her on turn 6 anyway, so that's fine.
Okay, that's that. I mean,
Arrow already is a 4 cost. She's called the Absorbing Man.
That is true.
Yes,
that is very true.
Problem? And I guess Silver Surfer also already 4 costs.
4 costs.
That's something, man. I want Absorbing Man real bad just to have a second Silver Surfer.
Oh yeah, it's
Got
fun.
My Silver Surfer and make them think it's gone and do it again.
One of my favorite decks to play with the Absorbing Man when I feel like I've grinded too much, I got to play a few games of something fun. Bounce Bros with Absorbing Man is very fun. just being able to copy the Falcon or the Beast, very good.
If you bounce the Falcon or bounce the Absorbing Man, he holds his ability.
As far as I'm aware, I haven't bounced him yet. I've used him as like another bounce.
Gotcha.
I've used him as a Beast or a Falcon. I haven't, got him out and
definitely used him as a second surfer, especially in a negative. He's in a negative surfer deck.
He's in my shop right now. I can just.
I mean, you should get him.
No. You know what? If I want to make sure that Null shows up tonight, all I got to do is buy Absorbing Man right now.
Yeah,
I'll be good.
And Null will absolutely be there tonight.
And be tortured
in a few hours. Yep.
So yeah, we have about 2 hours left. If Null shows up in the shop, I will be taking pictures. I will be doing videos, screenshots, and sending it all to Val. Going in his Discord and just raiding his Discord with Null pictures. So I hope I get him tonight. We'll see what happens, guys. Luke, I hope you get him as well because we
stream sniping
you
streams
all night.
That's what I'm talking about.
Steal that ongoing with a rogue every chance.
Oh my gosh, I can't. The rogue is going to be the
beautiful symbiote lips with my rogue.
The rogue is going to be the most played card in the next week for sure.
I can't wait.
Man, I'm not even like rogue's going to happen because she's seeing play right now. I'm going to be devastated when someone super scrolls me.
I'm about to say, what about super scroll? Oh man, that's the card I don't think anybody wanted to buy. I don't think I've seen a lot of people.
And everybody's just like, oh, it just doesn't work.
It
just doesn't do anything. It's like, well, you gotta
play
card.
It. Exactly.
Yes, it's a tech card.
Yes. Yeah. All right, guys. Thanks again for the time. We have some fun things happening next week, so make sure you guys stick around. And see you guys in the next stream.
Later.
Bye.
Later.